WCTCAM.com. Jersey moves fast. Join the show that keeps you one step ahead. Jersey Central with Bert Barron on the new Talk Radio 1450 WCTC.
It is 8:08. It is hour number 3 of Jersey Central on this Wednesday morning on the new Talk Radio 1450 WCTC, the voice of Central Jersey. Good morning to you. It's Bert. We've got fair skies, 76. We're going to head towards 90 today. Full forecast coming up at 8:15, a traffic update as well. We'll do our contest in just a little bit. Mention to you that I have a pair of tickets to give away to the USGA Golf Museum and a very cool bonus prize, which is for an event that is happening tomorrow night. And wouldn't you know it, as fate would have it, my guest who is standing by on the Miller Lite Jersey Central Newsmaker hotline is actually in concert tomorrow night. So that is our bonus prize. It is your chance to win, to see some tickets to catch my guest, Danny Bacher, is going to be there with his all-star band at the Bickford Theater in Morristown to kick off the 2018 Summer Jazz Fest. And Danny Bacher is with us this morning for a little bit of a preview of his show tomorrow night. Danny, welcome back to WCTC. How you doing?
Yeah, Bert, thanks so much for having me. How are you?
I'm good. Good to talk to you. And you're going to kick off the Summer Jazz Fest Bickford Theater tomorrow. And you're going to be doing some stuff from a CD that you're going to be releasing soon and just do some traditional songs, right?
Exactly. My next album coming out, which is called Still Happy. It's actually the based on the title track. In spite of all this, I'm still happy. So it's got a little bit of a humorous twist to it. With everything going on, even just kind of while I was on standby listening to the news, I realize more now than ever we need some really fun, kind of upbeat music, and that's what this concert at the Bickford's really all about, that we're doing.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You're a singer, saxophonist, songwriter, entertainer. You hail from Jersey, Danny, which is really cool. But your influences growing up, who were some of the jazz people that you were listening to growing up?
Gosh, I mean, I listen to everybody from Louis Armstrong, Louis Jordan, and Louis Prima, the three Louis, which is, who I kind of attributed on my first record, to Ella Fitzgerald, Frank Sinatra, Count Basie, Sarah Vaughan. So many of these people I'm naming, too, are actually Jersey natives. So there's a real nice tradition of folks from Jersey that, gone on to great things in jazz music and beyond. So, and of course, other than jazz, I've always, listened to people like, Darren and Dean Martin, I was always a big fan of sort of that great entertainment era, the golden age of this music,
Yeah, and for me, Danny, the way I kind of look at music today and popular music is I always try to kind of stay in tune of what's out there now and what kind of music is being made. But I always like young people to kind of go in the opposite direction and kind of go back and kind of rediscover, the great music that you and I grew up on, with all the great classic rock and all the great jazz and whatnot. And it's so great when I see young people that are really kind of into just the artists that you just mentioned right there, because somebody kind of, introduced that music to them, and they kind of see the lineage as to how music kind of went from point A to point B. And when I see a 20-something that has great appreciation for the type of music that you're playing tomorrow night in Morristown, that just does my heart well. And I'm sure for you, too, when a young person is into your music and is a fan of yours.
Yeah, absolutely. And, being that I'm younger, on the younger end of the spectrum too for this kind of music, it is exciting to me to see the younger faces coming out to see this music, and I feel that this kind of music is being rediscovered for good reasons. It's very timeless, and people tend to really enjoy music that has some great melody, some great harmony, some wonderful lyrics to it, and has a good message. So I think that it's certainly always a good sort of style for people to discover and rediscover and get into. And we always try to sort of do a more contemporary twist on these tunes. So it's not like hearing something you really heard this way before. And, we have some really fun arrangements, some new arrangements that were being done just for this concert. And like I said, there'll be a couple of classics from my first record, which was, a best-selling album, and very proud to say. I tell people it was a million-seller CD, but I actually have 1 million of them in my cellar, so I'll be selling some of those at the show. But it's always going to be a lot of fun. We even got some Jim Henson Muppets and jazz kind of happening. A little treat for the kids that are coming out and the families. But yeah, it's going to be a really fun night, and
Nice.
certainly a swinging good time for everybody.
Nice. And the All-Star band, when you're part of an All-Star band, Danny, these are hand-selected best of the best. You want to just mention a couple of the guys you're playing with tomorrow?
Sure. Well, we've got Harry Allen, just a tenor titan. He's sort of a legendary player out there on the scene, and he'll be playing tenor sax. And young Charles Karanikas, who's going to be on trumpet and flugelhorn, and Alan Farnham on piano, Alvester Garnett, great drummer, and we've got Bill Mooring joining us on bass. So it's going to be a real, great band full of seasoned pros.
Yeah, no question about it. Again, it's at the Bickford Theater at the Morris Museum in Morristown. The series, this jazz series, Summer Jazz Fest, kicks off tomorrow. Now, the concert is at 7:30, but what I really liked that they're doing again this year, Danny, and this was very popular last year for the people that went to the shows or for the artists who were playing the theater that night, what they do is they have a food truck that comes out. They have a food truck picnic that starts at 5:30. So people are like, where am I going to go eat? What's for dinner? It's like you could just go to the Bickford Theater, and they got the food trucks right there. You could grab some food from a food truck. Very popular in Jersey nowadays, as you know. And people go for that, and you're good to go. And then the show starts at 7:30, and you're all set. But that's all taken care of, too. And the show gets underway 7:30 tomorrow, and you can get some tickets at the Bickford Theater there. Get on the website there and get some tickets. And this is going to be the first of several consecutive Thursdays with just some great live jazz music that's happening at Bickford Theater. I think you were on, Danny, last time before you played the Bickford Theater. You were here to talk about it. Great room, great venue for jazz, right?
Oh, it's wonderful. It's very intimate. That's what's nice about it. It's a theater space, but it's like an intimate theater. So, when you go there, you're getting a real kind of first-hand experience of what's going on the stage, and like you said, the food trucks is nice, and they even turn off the trucks while you're eating, so it's sort of a no-fume dining experience, which is quite lovely.
Exactly, right. But
I don't need to worry, but yeah, it's a great time. It really is.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. MorrisMuseum.org if you want some tickets and information. And where can someone go online, Danny, to find out about you and get some information about your new music that's coming out soon?
Yeah, well, you can always certainly go onto my website, DannyBacherMusic.com, and people always think it's kind of an odd spelling. It's Bacher, so it's like the composer Bach with an ER at the end, even though I go with the Americanized, saying of the name. So it's like a CK. That's what it sounds like, but it's CHER. So DANNYBACHER music.com, and you can always jump on there and join my email list, and I send a blast out about every month with all things coming up. And I've got the Blue Note coming up in August, and
nice.
several concerts this summer. But very much looking forward to the Bickford and kicking off the Summer Jazz Fest there in Morristown.
Yep, it's going to be a great one this summer. And in just a few moments, I'm going to give away my tickets to the Golf Museum, and I'm going to include a pair of tickets to catch your show tomorrow night. Danny, how's that?
Yeah, I heard about that. That's great. I'm happy to be a part of the contest, Bert.
All right, good stuff. Well, thanks for checking in this morning, Danny. Good luck with the gig tomorrow, and I'm sure we'll talk to you again soon, all right?
Definitely, Bert. Thanks again, as always, for having me on. Looking forward to it.
Bet.
We'll see you soon.
All right, anytime. Thank you very much. All right, Danny Bacher, my guest on the Miller